I'm excited about the future of this show.
Don't bother going to church because your short game needs some work. So raise your glass, even though he's not the best. But at least he made the top 5.
Okay, hey, welcome to another edition of Lanai Gossip. I'm your number 5 commissioner in the Olive Villages, along with Lonnie, my co-host, and we have Jill is joining us today. Jill's going to talk about how to get involved in tennis in the villages. Lonnie, you play tennis?
I don't. I used to, but I quit with knee troubles and stuff and quit a long time ago. My wife played a lot of tennis. My wife grew up, her parents' farm, they put a tennis court in their farm up by their house. So their family played tennis for years. In Iowa.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Field of Dreams, but only a tennis.
Wow. Sure. They surrounded it with evergreen trees to block the wind. They were serious tennis players.
Was it dirt?
No, it was
it was
concrete. All concrete. Had fences around on each end. Yeah, it was the real deal. And my brother, Julie's brother, still plays competitive tennis.
You should have pitched that to Kevin Costner. Yes. Well, how long have you lived in the villages, Jill?
Since 2018, March 19th.
Did you play tennis before you came to the villages?
Yes. Started in Nashville in 2001.
Okay. Play a lot of tennis then. Okay, so now you get to the villages.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get involved in tennis in the villages?
It wasn't actually as easy as it should be.
Okay.
And that kind of bothered me. You don't know that there's Glenview Country Club. You don't know that there's Nancy Lopez Country Club that has total between the two of them 10 Hartrue clay courts. And they're beautiful, lighted. They've got a pro, but nobody tells you that in, say, the Rec News.
Yeah.
So I went through the Rec News when I got here, and I called some places and I called the contacts. There wasn't very much at the time.
This is the Rec News we keep talking about. We say it on every podcast. We say it, and we don't ever show it to them. But that's it. This is this week's.
But I will say it's gotten better.
Yeah, but not every club's in there.
Correct, but it has definitely gotten better.
Yeah.
Where the rec centers are playing, and you can, because I pulled this out too, because I looked at it, and I haven't looked at it in a long time because I haven't had to, but there's a whole page, 2 columns of tennis.
Oh.
That's great, with contact information, when it didn't used to be that good. But for me, once I figured out that there's a Glenview and there's a tennis pro, there are teaching instructors. You go up there, you can call them. They've got a full pro shop. They sell rackets. They sell lots of shoes. By the way, pickleball shoes too.
So Nancy Lopez has different courts than Glenview.
Yeah, there are 4 of them.
Are they hard surface?
True. No, they're clay.
And they're lighted.
All these are clay. Yes. There are no other lighted courts.
So they allow nighttime tennis, but not nighttime pickleball.
Yeah.
Outdoors. Fascinating. Yeah. But tennis isn't as noisy, I assume.
Well, it's always been, it's been there for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know. But there are houses nearby, but the lights do go out. I know that. They're automatic.
You found out about Glenview.
Yes.
And you went there and said, I'd like to start playing tennis.
Yes. And I started doing some weird little clinics.
Right.
Okay, so now I'm a new villager.
Yes.
What would you do today? You started that 6 years ago, that process, but now there's tennis courts right here by my house.
Yes.
They're at every center, though.
Pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
There are a few centers that don't have tennis courts.
Just show up?
Organized? Now that's why you want to look at the Rec News, because there'll be people that have them booked, and that is in there.
Okay.
And that is set. So you don't want to show up then. But calling each rec center and saying, is the court available, will work.
And the people that reserve it, is there a way, can you get a hold of them and say, I just moved here, I'd like to come and play with your group, or no?
Yes. In the back of that rec center,
okay,
there'll be a segment with just tennis.
Okay.
And there'll be contact information.
All right.
There'll be, say, 3540 battling baseliners. And I just made that up. And then there'll be a contact information, and you just contact them. That has gotten so much better. At Glenview and Lopez, you have to pay for the courts.
I was just going to ask you that.
Yes.
So what is included if someone's coming to the villages,
yes,
what's included as part of your amenities and what's not? What's extra?
Okay. Any hard court at a rec center is included.
Okay.
There's no fee.
What's the cost? Did you never
Yeah,
said
yeah,
that?
you
So
gotta
at
finish the
Glenview,
cost
right?
versus
Oh,
free.
at Glenview and Lopez, it can run anywhere from $6 all the way to $20. Now,
Per hour?
no, that's 2 hours.
Okay.
If you're a priority member, that means you pay $314. That's what I pay because I play on a clay court 3 or 4 times a week. If I play once a week, it probably isn't worth it. Then it's going to cost me $17 to play for 2 hours.
So if you have 4 people, is it 17 each?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Right.
For clay courts.
And you never play anything but clay courts?
No, I play.
Oh, you do. You play it all. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
but I have found after a while, the hard courts are getting a little wear and tear on
Gotcha.
the old bones.
And what about you were talking about lessons and there was something else you did. So what do lessons typically cost if someone wants lessons?
Probably 60
Okay.
bucks an hour. That's kind
Okay.
of a general.
And there was something else you said. I don't remember what it was. Like, were you doing some sort of drills or something different?
Clinics,
Clinics,
drills,
yes.
right.
Are the clinics free or?
No, they're
Okay.
about 10 or so ahead when
Okay.
you're doing it like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's really not bad.
But lessons are one-on-one and clinics are 20 people,
Clinics are probably maybe 8.
8 people.
They don't have that many. You can do lessons one-on-one. You can do lessons 2, 3, 4 with a pro. I prefer to do 3 people with the pro. The pro plays in.
So what's the highest level you can be rated? If you say you're a 3-5 or 4,
Oh.
is it 5-0 like pickleball?
Even more. But it runs, what I see here is that it runs anywhere from 2.5 to a 4.0.
Now you play on a full tennis court, a regular sized tennis court.
Yes.
Now there is masters tennis,
Yes.
and I work at a rec center, and they come in, and their balls are different.
Yes.
They're like the balls are made for kids. They said when kids were,
I've never heard of.
yeah, that you can squeeze them with you can almost squeeze them right together.
They're low compression balls.
Right.
Well,
Because you can't hit them as hard, but they bounce so you can get to them quicker. Now on the tennis courts too, here in the villages, on the hard courts here in the villages at the rec centers, they have black lines in there, and it's a smaller tennis court. Hard to see though, unless you got to be looking for them, right?
Yes.
I mean, if you don't know what you're looking for, you're like, well, what's this? But yeah, so it's a smaller court, and it even has double lines to play doubles.
Well, most masters is going to be probably done.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't play it. I think it's, so tennis is a sport of a lifetime. And I think what masters tennis does is it extends your lifetime on the tennis.
Yeah, they're pretty old. Now, do the rackets are they bigger or are they a certain size? I mean, can I get a bigger racket? I mean, I don't know.
No,
Okay,
no.
like a senior
No,
master
no.
racket isn't
Well, there are lots of different sizes of rackets. So there's a
But there's-
large head, but no, for the masters.
large head is just probably the biggest one you
Yes.
can get. Well, Lonnie got a bigger bowling ball, so he could get the spares. So I just wanted to.
Okay.
I'm brand new. Yeah, I'm not a good tennis player though. But a lot of people come here to the villages and they start something like pickleball.
Right.
I never played pickleball till I got here. So I played a little bit of tennis, but I'm not that good. I'm not rated. Would you suggest that I get this paper and start calling, or just show up at a rec center?
I would look, actually, if you want to try it, I think the Masters tennis is a good way to start, truly, and it's an open. So you can just look for the Masters Open and you can show up.
Oh,
Right. Otherwise, I would go to Glenview and say, hey, I want to do a restart or a start. And they will do that for you. They will set you up.
Oh, great.
But now there'll be a fee.
So Glenview is kind of the hub,
Yes.
or you can just go get the paper
Yes.
and maybe call somebody that has a group,
Yeah.
even if you didn't want to start in masters. But
Or
right,
they can always call me.
well, they could email me at commissioner@Lanai Gossip.
There you go.
And I can get you her. I can give
Excellent.
her the information.
Can I ever explain the rings? She got a lot of jewelry out front.
What's all the jewelry? Yeah.
Back in the day, I coached high school tennis. We were state champions a few times. There is one missing. The team was so good. They were just traditionally very good, excellent kids. It's a 55 student, no cut team.
Well, thanks a lot for stopping by. You gave a lot of good information. We should note that you got a varsity letter from Michigan State University just recently.
Yes. No, it's for soccer.
Soccer. Nice.
Yes. You know, footwork. You got to use them in both.
So you were on the first women's soccer team at the
Michigan
State University.
Yes.
Okay.
So a highly talented dual sport player you are.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Good job.
Cortisone and I are good friends now.
Thanks to him, we've got the best league to play in. It's not a boast, just a toast to number